Super Mario Odyssey is one of my favorite games of all time. But you know what I love just as much as Super Mario Odyssey? Plant identification. In this video, I'm going to see what real-world plants might have inspired the plants we see in Mario Odyssey's Cascade Kingdom. I hope you enjoy. According to Super Mario Wiki, the background of Cascade Kingdom appears to be inspired by Iguazu Falls, a beautiful area of waterfalls located on the border of Argentina and Brazil. And Fossil Falls, a major feature in Cascade Kingdom, is based on Drumheller, a town in Alberta, Canada named the dinosaur capital of the world due to the many fossils that were discovered there. So in addition to factoring in the plant's appearance and habitat, I will give special consideration to plants that grow around these two locations. Also, I will be using iNaturalist to compare the plants we see in the game with photos of real plants in their database. When I first entered Cascade Kingdom, what caught my attention right away was the ferns. They are everywhere, on the rocks, cliffs, and even the Triceratops skull on the top of Fossil Falls. I found this one with light green leaves growing all around the kingdom, and after a quick search of the ferns around Iguazu Falls on iNaturalist, I was surprised by how close of a match it was to one of the most commonly observed species in that area, the soft fern. Both have wavy edges to the leaflets, and the leaflets also seem to fuse together near the tips of the fronds. As we advance further into the kingdom, we see another fern with bluish green leaves and smoother leaflet edges growing in a tight clump, or rosette in botanical terms. It immediately reminded me of the western sword fern, which is a very common species on the Pacific coast of the US and Canada. But with the help of iNaturalist, I found a similar looking fern that also grows in a rosette and can be found in the Iguazu Falls area, the Brazilian Dwarf tree fern. This interesting fern grows on rocks and cliffs all over the kingdom, and I was really excited when I saw this because I have actually seen an almost identical fern growing on cliffs in real life, called the holly fern. While holly ferns haven't been observed around Iguazu Falls, the appearance and habitat are so similar that I wouldn't be surprised if it was the inspiration. This vine is also very common, and I found a ton of it growing up the side of the kingdom. I think it's safe to say it's inspired by common ivy because of the three pointed leaves. These blue flowers add a nice splash of color, and I think they were possibly inspired by the Lewis flax, a common wildflower from western North America with 5 blue petals and a yellow center. This species hasn't been reported near Iguazu Falls either, but it has been observed around Drumheller, so it gets extra points for that. These two other plants by Captain Toad are harder for me to identify, but judging by the opposite leaf arrangement, they might be in the mint family. This family includes many useful herbs such as basil and rosemary. I'm planning on making more videos like this in the future, so if there are other games with interesting plants you would like me to analyze, please let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching.